It's now emerged that the member of the mayoral committee for Ekurhuleni for roads and infrastructure, Andile Mngwevu, has been confirmed dead in Mozambique. His body and those of 3 others were recovered following severe flooding. The South African search and rescue team had been searching for him since reports emerged that his car had been swept away by floodwaters in Chókwè. Newzroom Afrika's Nqobile Madlala is tracking the story, joins us now. Nqobile, good afternoon to you. There have been so many questions about what happened to Mngwevu. What have we heard now?
Well, what we know, of course, is that the people that he has worked with regards to his position as an MMC, and that will be the mayor as well as Lesufi, who is the premier of the province, have been able to speak to the family with regards to the details when they found out that his body has been recovered. This was yesterday on the 28th of January, but also we know that already the family is still trying to gather more details. We understand that the MMC was also, whilst he was missing in Mozambique, in Chókwè, that they had taken his wife to go look for him that side and also be part of the search and rescue in terms of understanding the details, even though she's not physically involved, but really getting details in terms of what was taking place. But of course, the family coming to terms with what is taking place, and I want to now bring in the family spokesperson just to give us details around how the family is feeling at this point.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Yeah, the family is shattered. The family is shattered, I must be honest with you. It has been a very difficult 2 weeks thus far, because we're entering the 2nd week from getting the news that they have been swept away with the floods in the Kumbi they were traveling in. So I think you would understand it has been very difficult for the family. So, but we're hoping that through the prayers and support of the community and the churches and the friends, I'm sure we'll be able, to get the grief, to come down. But obviously, it is a very difficult time for the entire family.
And I understand that the wife also had to be taken to Mozambique. This can't have been easy for the family.
It hasn't been easy, precisely because when we first learned of the news, obviously we had to arrange for the wife, to go and see what is happening, with the hope that perhaps we would find something positive. But unfortunately, because of the inclement weather that side, we could not do anything. So eventually, she had to come back, so that we arranged differently, also seek the help of the government, so that we can be assisted in that light. Because I think this was a situation that was beyond everyone's control. So, but we also are very grateful, to the assistance that we had received from the government, from all those that were concerned about the very same situation. We truly appreciate the support thus far. But we also believe that will also assist us and the family to navigate this process of grieving.
He's been described, of course, as a husband and a father. How are his children?
I must be honest with you, the children are not taking it well, understandably so. But we're hoping that this is a process that probably will have to organize some counseling for the children, so that they be assisted. We don't rely only on us or the family telling them, that it will be okay. But some counseling, I think it will also assist, so that you get to understand where are they, how best they can be assisted, to deal with this grief, but to also overcome it at a later stage. That is exactly what we're trying to do now.
And I know it's still early in the days, but is the family looking into plans in terms of when they will be able to pay their respect in terms of memorial and so on?
From the look of things, I think that we are anticipating that most of the things will happen sometime next week, but we're yet to conclude on the dates in particular, whether it will be perhaps, Thursday or Saturday, whatever the case may be, but we'll definitely have a memorial service and later then the funeral send-off. But I'm sure those are the details that we'll communicate, as the days progresses.
And just, we know that he was on a trip and his birthday was coming up. That can't be easy. Do we know what he was doing in Mozambique?
All we know, it was a vacation, man. It was a vacation, that's all we know.
Thank you very much for speaking to us. That's from the family side, family spokesperson giving us details. But those that have worked with him as friends, but also as people in the same space, you know him very well. Chókwè, can you perhaps give us an idea, as somebody who has worked with him, How do you feel to have known such?
It's an honor that I've shared a perfect time of my life with him. When we met, it was in the Congress of South African Students, and having navigated the political terrain together at that time, you know, we grew to become brothers and we grew to become closer as friends, you know. At some point, we were able to carry each other through difficult situations and difficult circumstances. So Andile was quite an awesome man. He was a fantastic leader. He was a gallant fighter. He would not back down on any battle because whatever he believed in is what he would stand for and would not be shaken. He would speak his mind at all times. So Andile was, and it's quite difficult to talk about him in the past tense because just accepting that he's no more is a difficult process. Not only for us, but we can only imagine what his family, his kids, his wife, his mother and father, and the broader society are actually going through at this current point. We have lost a great man. You know, he was a hero to his own kids, not just them. A football club that he founded, he's a hero to those young men. You know, Andile is just a man out of this world. He is a honey badger, you know, umgaz. No, it was a great pleasure to know him.
Thank you very much for speaking to us. That's, of course, coming from the family and friends, those who have been able to be in the same space as Andile Mngwevu, but really just heartbroken about the news of the recovery of his body. As you can hear, that a lot of them had hoped that he would come back home, but of course he was on that vacation in Mozambique where his car was swept away by the floods, and the family still grieving and going through the process of planning what's the way forward now.
Nqobile Madlala, thank you very much indeed for that update. Very somber mood there, as you can imagine.